to Under the Table. I almost said Southern Tomfoolery, y'all.
Taking it back. Okay.
There was a time.
For those of you that are listening to this show, and this is the first one that you heard, we used to be called Southern Tomfoolery, and we still stand by some of those descriptors, but we changed our name to Strange Table Fellows to be more inclusive and broader in our scope. That's what our name is now. It is Strange Table Fellows. In case you didn't know, I knew it the whole time.
It is. I see how it can be a little confusing. I mean, a name change in general can be confusing. But like the other day, just out of curiosity, I Googled, like best Starfinder podcast, best Pathfinder podcast, just to see if we popped up on those. And we still do as Southern Tomfoolery.
Yeah.
I have to remind myself every single day.
Search engine optimization there.
So if you're listening here, you have found the best Starfinder podcast.
Oh, no, we weren't number one.
We don't have to be number one to be the best.
On the list.
I think the list I saw where it was Southern Tomfoolery, we were 5th.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Top 5.
All right.
Well, anyways,
That
what I meant
one
to say
random
is
list on the internet.
that this is Strange Table Fellows' first Pathfinder 2E full adventure, and welcome back. Long way to say welcome back to episode, what is this, 8 now that we're on?
I believe you.
Welcome back to Under the Table.
And with that, I want to introduce a couple new things to our game. All right. First of all, we're going to bring inspirations from our listeners into this game. So when you get a hero point, there'll be a message that's submitted by some of our patrons from our Patreon, much like we do in a Pilot Protection Agency. We're going to do it here. Now, these don't give you any added mechanical benefit, but it just personalizes the hero point. Okay.
Gotcha.
So we've already have a few of those in place. And so I'm looking forward to getting those out. And then I want to float an option by you guys and see what you think. So
We all float down here, Adam.
yeah. In our Abomination Vaults game, we use Owen K.C. Stevens' house rule with initiative. So if you roll a natural 20, you get an extra action for your first turn. And if you roll a natural 1, you lose an action. And I was going to propose that we maybe bring that into this game. What are y'all's thoughts?
I brought that up I think in the most recent Tom Talks.
Yeah, that's what made me think about it.
Yeah, I'm using that for my home game. That is probably my favorite home rule. And like, cause it's balanced, right? Like it's a boon and a bane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like it's awesome when it's awesome and it sucks when it sucks. But that's what makes it fair and not a cheese style,
Right. Yeah. It could really,
it could screw you.
Yeah.
It could, it will impact some of the dynamic of combats, but I wanted to wait till we've had a few for you guys to make as informed of a decision that you can. So we got a vote from Heath for a yes. What about the rest of you guys?
On that,
Sure.
I do want to clarify: is that only on the player side, or also if
Yeah, of course it would be all combatants. Anybody rolling initiative that would apply.
Okay.
It's for everybody, and it's just for that first
Yeah, I
turn.
just don't want to say
it's just the first turn,
agreed, rubber stamp.
If it was like you natural 20 and you get an extra action for the whole combat, that would be
that's
absurd.
broken. That's
Right, yeah.
Or if you lost a combat, like you're slowed 1 for the entire combat for rolling badly on
Dude,
initiative,
no,
that'd be
fuck
trash.
that. No way.
Yeah. So that's not what we're proposing.
So yeah,
here.
I approve.
All right. What about
Ditto.
you, Emily?
I'm in it. I'm about it.
All right. Well, that's a unanimous decision then. So we will be
Tentatively until I get
implementing
killed by it. All right.
Yeah.
Then I'll be
And then you'll be
completely
out of
against
it,
I
right?
reserve the right to
Completely
be
against
about it.
You won't have time to be against it because you'll be spending 4 weeks creating a new character.
Yeah. Probably 6-8 weeks. All right.
Let's be real.
We'll keep recording, bro.
It'll be 6 weeks, but it'll be 2 days of actual making the character.
Hey, I don't like these call-outs, man. I don't like these call-outs.
That's an appropriate burn.
Yep. A few of us will just show up at your place, and we will force you to create the character.
I will drive
drill
down
you.
there. You know, I'll
we had
help
to do
you,
that
bro.
for Osase. What are you talking about? This is already truth.
I'm just saying. Look, I will help you. just like you have helped me. We're both in this together as far as that burn. That he knows that burn wasn't just for you. It was a low-key burn at me, too.
Yeah, so cool. So we'll do
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Co-sponsored hero points, and then we'll do Owen's house rule on the initiative, critical initiative.
It's a lot of fun, dude. Like, it really is. I'm such a big fan of that house rule.
About it.
Cool. Well, speaking of housekeeping, I'm curious, as you now have gotten 8 episodes into and you've gotten kind of settled into your character voices, what are the ways that you get to your character? Do you have anchor phrase? What is it that helps you get into character when we get started on these?
Anchor phrases and whatever happened in the last episode, pretty much. That's what defines me,
I just shotgun a Samuel Adams.
Damn me.
Initially, it was supposed to be a Russian accent. Emir was supposed to have a Russian accent, but and that anchor phrase is village. Village.
Just village.
Yeah.
Village.
Just the word village.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it kind of morphed into what it is now.
As
Emir.
it does.
I just say my name over and over again. Emir.
Just say Amia.
Hello,
I
I'm
do
an
the
artist.
same. I do the exact same. My anchor phrase is Judge. And if I need to go further, it's Charlotte. Charlotte.
Yeah,
and
just say
Robert.
names. Judge, Charlotte, Sean.
I say my first name and my mother's full name.
Yeah.
Because that's mine as well. Osase Sahar,
So you guys just built the alliteration into your names. I guess.
That's really what it is.
Not alliteration. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Intonation.
No,
maybe.
like words that,
Recollection?
that sound like what they, like splat.
It's not an onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia?
Yeah, onomatopoeia. Yeah,
But our names are not onomatopoeia.
I know, but they kind of are in a meta sense that by saying them, you are learning how you are like anchoring yourself to expressing your character.
I get where you're coming from.
Only if you're not a fan of definitions. I hear what you're saying. You're just wrong.
I agree about 30%.
I too say names, but not Jules because it doesn't really.
Which
You
one?
say George's name?
I say George, and I say Charlotte, and I say fucking Sean.
Fucking Sean.
And if I want to get really into it, I say park the car in the yard.
There you go.
Park the cow and have it yet.
Official.
All right. Is there any other like things that you guys do to get prepped for this game? Maybe not just get in character, but just get prepped for this game in particular, or
A shotgun, a Samuel Adams light.
The last few games I didn't today because I was trying to like finish up some other stuff right before we recorded. But I typically make myself like some form of sipping drink.
drink
of a liquor varietal,
Okay.
I feel like Jules would be a sipping kind of gal.
Flaming Dr. Peppers.
all the way down.
All
Just
the way down.
Flaming. Yeah. Like the Dr. Pepper stays flaming all the way down.
Yeah, it's the rare case where it's like you don't even have to blow it out. It's fine. The
Just-
fire,
Yep.
it doesn't hurt you.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you, homie.
Do you? You don't have any kind of. Do you have fire resistance?
I have fire resistance, but it's only like fire resistance 1. It's nothing crazy.
But a little bit,
Yeah.
enough for a flaming Dr. Pepper.
Doesn't that increase over time?
Adam, that is a great question.
Maybe it does.
Who's to say?
Just say yes, and even if it doesn't, then
Yes. No, I actually will have to look into that. I don't want to lie to you.
I've never been past level 1 on this.
Yeah, I
character.
haven't. It's a true story.
It's probably like half your level, minimum 1.
That's not true. Technically, I've been to level 2 with this character about 17 times. In my crafting, you know.
Cool. Housekeeping out of the way. You guys ready to get back into under the table and into this whaling scrapyard? Does anybody remember what was going on? Anybody want to do a brief recap for
Joe's
the listeners?
apartment.
That's definitely where we
it
ended.
concludes with Joe's apartment. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually we've made the joke a million times on other shows. I hate to break the illusion, but we record these in advance, so we've got a little bit of a runway. So I actually went back and listened to my intro, because that helped me get back in character and remember stuff. But then I went back and listened to parts of episodes 5 and 6, but we don't have a master copy of episode 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, I'm not trying to dig at you. I'm just saying, like,
No, I know. I just don't want people to feel like get worried that.
Right, it's
I guess they
coming.
would have
I mean,
already.
we've
I guess they would have
recorded
already. Yeah, they would have already listened to 7 by the time they got here. I can't keep up.
Listen,
with
time is nebulous.
But
Yeah,
I'm just
it
saying,
is.
I wanted to do the extra work, but I didn't have the opportunity. But we really, last episode was probably the best bit of character work we've been able to do as far as like getting to know each other since the
since episode 2.
you meet in a tavern episode kind of stuff.
Right.
Pretty important character development stuff. Also, there were goblins.
Blinged out goblins, to be specific.
One
Very
in
shiny.
particular.
Fair enough, yes.
Lord Glass. Just for funsies, because I just love this art so much. I'm just going to show you guys again. It's just so good. It's so
the
good.
beard
The taped
that
on
really
beard.
just-
And now he's wearing a live rat as a mustache.
That's
right.
Remember
Yeah.
that? And then I don't think we talked about it last time, but he has like a hat, like a patched together hat. It kind of looks like a Mad Hatter hat, but it doesn't have any. It doesn't. It's pretty raggedy. And then I can't really figure out what the hell he's holding.
It's some sort of
Somewhere
staff.
between the Mad Hatter's hat and the beat up nature of like the sorting hat,
Yeah. I can't figure out what exactly he's holding. It's like some sort of club, but it looks like the end of it's made out of a giant pipe.
It looks like a pipe, like a gadgety pipe.
Yeah,
It's
like
got gears all over it.
Yeah.
trying to be like clockwork, but it's just like looks like a fucking golf club almost.
Yeah, my man's
Yeah.
got at most a +1 to crafting.
It does look like there's like a corn cob pipe at the end.
Yeah,
It's
it's something like
I
that.
think
yeah.
it's a rock, but the hat reminded
It's a
me
candle snuffer.
of the hat the 4 non-blondes.
Oh
video.
yes, from the zombie video.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
atrociously 90s hat.
Good times.
Well, so with all that, you guys did spend the night, talk to each other a little bit, and we're given a little bit of a side quest and some information from Lord Glass. You know that there is a pack of gnolls that have intruded on the scrapyard that are giving the goblins some difficulties, and one of their own has actually gone to try to talk to them and hasn't come back. An inventor that you're also looking for, and you're also trying to find a way out of here because you can't really go the way you came since you collapsed the entrance, and so you're looking for the sewers that will take you back to the Bullet and Barrel. But in front of you was this puddle of like oily water that's kind of stopping your progress, and before you could really investigate it too much, a swarm of cockroaches emerged from the rubble. And so we need everybody to roll initiative.
Well, hold on, I have a
Before we
question.
do that, go ahead with your question.
Just to clarify, right? When we first interacted with the goblins, we were kind of cagey about who we were, hence the, Bernard left Winkle and the Winklers. They were under the impression we were somebody else who had accepted this contract?
Yeah, they gave you the impression that they were expecting you to deal with.
Because we weren't planning to come here necessarily.
No. But you guys just played along with the ruse, and that was that. But yeah, you're exactly right that they treated you as if you were expected, but you weren't, as far as you guys know.
But we didn't dig into who they were actually expecting.
No, you didn't. Nobody really asked any questions about that. So
I don't care. I'm here. I'm doing the job.
I'm curious because, we may run into those
yes,
people.
I was being facetious. I think
what
it'll
did
be
you?
fine.
What did you have, Dustin?
Just a little bit of alchemist housekeeping. I wanted to say that after we got up and everything, I mixed all of my elixirs using my infused reagents, and Osaze, you get 2 elixir of lives. Jules, you get 2 elixir of lives. George, you get 1 elixir of life.
All right, that's fair.
And keep in mind that those do expire at the end of the day, so use them because they will not carry over the next day. The particularly the ones that Asaza or that Amir makes in the morning have a shelf life of 1 day. All right, well, let's roll some initiative, and let's see if we can use our little our new rule right off the jump. We'll see.
It's gonna happen.
So one thing I feel like can tend to get forgotten in 2E is how, based on the actions you're performing around the time that initiative pops off, you can use other skills to roll initiative.
For sure, we have done that in this game.
Okay.
And so I do try to keep that in mind, but given that you guys were just kind of looking at the water, I'm going to call for perception as your roll. So Jules, I'll need you to re-roll that, please, using perception. And same with you, Asaze.
That's less good than my first roll, though.
Well, so it goes. All right, let me put on some Battle music. All right, well, let's get started. Asaze, you got the jump here.
Yep. And I don't like what I see here.
Yeah, I'm going to put this up just to give Emily some more nightmares.
I hate it. You know what? Close.
You know what?
Close.
Either way you slice it, it's going to be an annoying fight.
Yeah, if I saw that in real life, I would run screaming while ripping my clothes off. You know?
So first off, Asaze is going to freeze, not do anything because the game is paused.
There you go.
All right. And as for his real actions, he's actually going to go ahead and approach it cautiously. Actually, he's not going to go all the way in because he's expecting it to go ahead and move. Well, nah. Fuck it. Actually, we are going to go in. Fuck it. So, Asaze being an impetuous youth, he's going to go ahead and dive right in, go head first to these this swarm of, what was it, roaches?
Yeah.
All right. So first move action. Second action is going to be a hunt prey.
All right. You are going to have to draw your weapons.
Yes. Okay. So so draw a weapon and hunt prey. That'll be my actions.
All right. Very good. All right. Amir, you're up.
Amir is going to look at the giant swarm of roaches and see if he can sift through his brain for any knowledge of that might help us in this situation. Recall knowledge. Is that something I can? What?
Yeah, of course.
What would be the check?
You can roll nature.
Nature. And that is a total of 5.
Oh, unfortunately, you're untrained in this, and as such, you're unable to determine anything other than that they are scary, gross, and, a lot of them.
And you just see Amir shiver. And he's going to take out his sling. And can I fire? That is as the third action.
Drawing would be... Let's see. So you haven't moved. So recall knowledge is first action. Mm-hmm. Drawing your sling.
And firing.
Yeah. Now, some people might argue that slings can't be loaded, and you would have to use another action to load. I'm going to go ahead and say right now that I think that's horrible and is not fun gameplay. So as part of pulling out your sling, you can
load it with a ball.
You can have one loaded, right?
Okay, great. It's a special sling.
Thought you were gonna say it's horseshit.
But it's gonna stay. No, all right. So make sure you target your enemy, and let's get that shot.
That is a 17.
That is a miss.
All right. The little ball bearing goes wide. And that's my turn.
All right. Jules, you're up.
All right, so Jules is gonna do a fun thing. This particular gunslinger is cool. So I have a thing called Enter the Fray. So it triggers on I roll initiative. The first turn of the first round, I get to pull my weapons for free. And then as your first action on your first turn, you can stride as a free action toward an enemy. So that just means that it didn't take an action. Is that what I'm understanding from that?
So into the fray is a free action that is triggered on rolling initiative, like you said. Part of this ability is to interact to draw a one-handed ranged weapon and then to draw a one-handed melee weapon, those are your two weapons.
So that happens when I rolled initiative. And then your first action, I can stride for free. But
that's the part that's a bit confusing.
it's very
to
confusing,
me, you know?
yeah. Like,
I think that basically what this is saying is that as all part of this reaction, you can draw two weapons and move as part of your first action on the turn. Like, I think you're still going to consume one action to do all this.
okay. I'm on board with that.
Correct us if we're wrong, listeners, but that is, I think,
What you're going to go with?
yeah.
That seems right to me.
All right. Well, then that kind of sucks because I'm 30 feet away from the boogin. So I'm going to... My first action is going to be to stride, move forward, and then shoot it.
Okay.
Oh, did we just have a sound effect go off? Hold on. Sound like a hiss or a bubble or something?
Yeah, it's like almost as if there's a bubbling body of water right next to you.
That's wild. What a wild time. All right. 24 to hit.
Did you not target?
Shit. Sorry.
It's okay. A 25 will hit. So you can go ahead and roll your damage.
I'm targeting it now. Does that work for damage?
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay, that is 7. Pew!
Okay. So that's piercing damage, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, only a little tiny bit of that goes through. Swarms, baby. It's just hard. Like, you fire this bullet into a swarm and they scatter, clipping like the wing of one of the swarm of cockroaches. Barely does anything to them.
All right, well, my third action is going to be reload. And that's my turn.
Okay. It is the cockroach swarm's turn. They are going to move up, and they are now covering the space of both
I hate it.
Asaze and
swarms.
Jules. And as such, they get to do damage for free. There is no roll. However, you do have a reflex save. So let me get a reflex save for the first bite. And then I'm just going to do the same thing. So I need 2 reflex saves from both Asaze and Jules, please.
All right. 19 for Jules.
24 for Asaze.
All right, so you both passed the first bite. And so you will take 4 points of piercing damage. Let's go ahead and roll another round of reflex save, the 2 of you, for the second bite.
17.
11.
That is a fail. Both of you fail.
Shit.
So you guys will each take 3 points of damage. So I rolled pretty crappy on that. So yeah.
The first one is half.
So no, the total damage that both of you guys take this turn is 7 points of piercing damage. That is already adjusted. So you took 4 on the first one and 3 on the second. All right. That is the swarm's turn. George, you're up.
That is a hunk of damage.
All right. I am going to, because I am a bard and it is literally what you're supposed to do every turn, I'm going to use my Inspire Courage.
Very good. All right, so boom.
Ooh,
We both made the emanation.
For what it's worth, I'll probably handle most of that kind of housekeeping.
I saw the option. I was like,
Fine.
I'll take the initiative. Say that.
I do appreciate that a whole lot. All right, so I just got to move this out of the way for a second, so we can. All right, that is your first action. What is your second action going to be?
Yeah, I'm not going to spend a focus point to increase the number of rounds potentially to 3 or 4. I'll just do it every turn because all it costs me is an action. It doesn't cost a focus point because it's a focus cantrip.
Okay.
So, that being the case, I will put Forbidding Ward on Jules. Because I'm more worried about Jules being squishy. And also, I'm related to Jules. So, you will have Forbidding Ward, so you'll have a +1 to AC against the cockroach swarm. And that will be my turn, because that is 2 actions. But everybody's got Inspire Courage, so you got +1s to hit.
Thank you.
And saves.
Yep.
So that's
And
really
saves,
good.
yep.
Yeah. All right. Asaze, you're up.
All right. Clearly regretting the first turn. We're going to go ahead and do what I should have done the first turn. That is recall knowledge.
All right.
And that is a nature.
Yeah, nature.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 8.
It's not very good, dude. No.
It's not very good.
Yeah.
Stop it.
They seem to be roaches.
Yeah, exactly. They're not just gross, icky things. They're roaches.
Specific
Yeah.
icky things.
Well, with an 8, you're not even sure of that.
After that, I'm going to go ahead and try a twin takedown.
Okay.
Hey, that's our thing. I'm sorry.
We should have both played Rangers just so we could both have twin
Oh,
takedown.
shit.
All right, so 14.
There's the idea.
That is a miss.
Fraternal twin takedown.
13, also a miss.
Yes. Also a miss. So that's whiff. Not very good, guys.
Not looking
Not very
good.
good at all.
No, it isn't.
Like, okay, to be fair, it's cockroaches crawling around on your friends. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you. It still sucks. You do have a third
Right,
action.
I do. And I've been sitting here debating it even before it was my turn. I am going to... And I can't try another recall knowledge, can I? On the same turn.
You can, but it will be harder.
Yeah. Instead, let's try a... You know what, let's go with another attack. Just see if we hit. Actually, no. Not hit. Set it up for a parry. So, +1 to my AC.
Okay. Can you put parry up just so it can remind me how that works?
Well, it's just part of the main gauche.
Okay.
So, I'll just go ahead and...
It's part of the trait,
Yeah.
parry trait.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's part of the parry trait.
So while wielding this weapon, if you're trained in it, you can spend a single action to position it, and you do just get a +1.
Yes.
Got it. Sounds great. All right, Amir, you're up.
Amir, seeing his crew just covered in roaches, basically, just says, "Jules, Oz, you can do it, and loads and fires his sling again, so that's 2 actions to load and fire. I'm not cut out for this. All right, that's a 23 to hit
That will hit.
for big 3 damage.
None of that goes through.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait, it's bludgeoning. A little bit of that goes through.
Okay.
But not very much. Not very much at all. Yeah, you guys are going to definitely want to try to get some knowledge on this, figure out how swarms work, because you just feel as if your weapons are not doing what they should. Jules, you're up.
Okay, off the top of your head, I have my hand cannon is modular.
Mm-hmm.
So can I change
So yeah, you can
it?
choose. Yeah, you sure can.
Is that an action? Is that I'm not familiar with that.
Well, let's see.
Sorry.
No, it's no problem. Yes, it would take one action to switch.
I have a +1 to nature. So
All right, I mean, you actually will have a +2 now because of the Inspired Courage. Does that apply to skill checks as well, Heath, or is it just saves and attacks?
Oh, wait. Inspire Courage?
Uh-huh.
+1 to status bonus to attack rolls, damage rolls, and saves against fear effects.
okay.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and hit it with the kukri.
Okay.
Because that is going to be slashing damage. So let's do that. I'm inside of it. So 21.
All right, that is a hit.
Okay. Poo poo damage 3.
None of that goes through.
God. Okay. She will call out, "Slashing does nothing," in a weird voice. Can I move out of the swarm? Like, what is?
Sure can.
I
Yeah.
definitely want to do that. I'm gonna move my whole 25 to get up here.
Okay,
And,
so that's you move 25 feet back to the north.
and I'm going to shoot from there. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. 22.
22 is a hit for sure.
All right, and it's still on the piercing damage, so it's 8. But
Okay.
good hit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that is a good hit. It does still resist some of that, but not, you get a lot more through this time than you have before.
out of curiosity, does anybody else have a better nature? Because if not, next time I'll try it. But
I don't have nature at all.
okay. Well, Saze, you got a +4.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Roll good, baby. Come
I
on.
know.
All right. It is the cockroach's swarm. And given that it's, Asaze is still here, it's just going
Yep.
to do 3 bites on Asaze. So I'm going to need 3 reflex saves, please. Hold on. Before you start, let me make sure that I got to re-up your Inspire Courage.
Thank you very much. I was going to
Yep.
bring that up earlier, but I forgot.
All right.
That's a crit fail.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Fuck.
no, dude.
All right, cool. Real cool.
Oh, man. You're going to take 10 points of damage.
Cool. Okay.
And I need another reflex save.
All right. That's a 15.
That is another fail.
Yep.
Oh, baby, no.
So that is 7 more points of damage.
All right, I'm down.
Are you serious?
Yes.
All right, so for
Dude.
third action is the swarm is going to move 20 feet towards the rest of the crew.
No.
All right, George, you're up.
Okay.
That
You just
escalated.
watched as like the swarm crawled all the way up Asaze's feet. He rushed in there like a young youth,
Like an
all
idiot,
full
yeah.
of speed.
Young youth.
and he, it's like Indiana Jones 4 where they just get covered with the ants, right? Like just covered, and then you can't really see Asaze through the roaches for a second, and then
They all
you
just
see the
disperse,
form
yeah.
slump down to the
Yeah.
ground, and they crawl off of him, leaving him just covered in lacerations and bites.
If this kid survives, he's got to learn to play keep away.
I'm not gonna let you die to some fucking roaches.
All right, George, you're up.
I'll count your roaches, I guess. Yeah, so I'll man, that messes my plans up. I will use one action to do another Inspire Courage, keep
Okay.
everybody with their +1s to attack and damage. And then I am going to try out, since this thing is right in front of me, haunting him and try to see if that does more effective damage. Because we haven't
Okay.
gotten any nature successful to learn any more about this creature. Yeah, deals sonic damage equal to my spell casting ability modifier with a basic fortitude save.
Okay. All right, so I roll a basic fortitude, right?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Oh boy, that is a fail.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Is it a critical fail?
It's not. It
Dang.
was
it.
close, but not quite.
Okay. All right. So yeah, damage equal to my charisma.
Yeah, just click the damage button and it should put
Oh,
it up
cool.
there for us.
Okay, 5 sonic damage.
Okay. Let's see. That all goes through.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, good to know. But now it's right up on me.
In fact, it seems to do a lot more damage.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
It does a significant amount of damage.
So George sees Slither the kid get just engulfed in these things, knocked out, and then it rushes up on him, and as you would, pulls out his violin and starts, and the cockroaches start freaking out and taking damage and chipping their wings and all kind of stuff. And he's like, "This it seems to work."
Yeah, for sure.
These cockroaches do not like bluegrass.
They don't. They don't like it at all. All right, so good turn there. Yeah, you definitely seem to have hit a weakness there. Top of round 3, Osaze, you've got to roll a death save here. So if you'll just roll the little die next to your...
Oh, there we go. Okay. Whoop. No.
I got you.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. You do it. You take care of you take care of housekeeping.
You handle it. I'm out.
All right. I'll click the die. All right. 13.
That is a success. So you can remove your dying value by 1, but add wounded 1.
Yep.
But at least you are stable at this point. All right, that'll be your turn. Amir is up.
Amir, he sees Oz go down and makes a beeline directly through the swarm to Asaze. And uses treat wounds because of battle medicine to see if he can patch up all the thousands of bites that caused his unconscious condition. Okay, so that's just a straight up treat wounds. I do not want to use medicine. I want to use crafting. Go. Oh no.
Would you like to use a hero point?
I would love to use a hero point, Adam. But I
Do you
believe
have
I
one?
don't have any, so I can't.
Oh no.
So I rolled an 8.
Yeah, if we haven't gotten any new hero points, I think we're all in a bad way.
Yeah, I guess so, because of the fights in the bank, right? Yeah. All right. Well, that's a tough situation, and now
I have one more action, right? Move. Treat wounds is one action. And seeing that I just I'm not prepared for this. And I'm just gonna bring out one of my elixirs of life, and that's all I can do right now. I can't use it on him because I need to bring it out to interact and then interact with him. So that is my turn.
Jules, you're up.
Man. All right, I'm just gonna try and shoot this thing. First action. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I was to say you had mentioned wanting to do a knowledge check.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll try. I will do my level best.
You got it.
I believe I do. You know what? I feel it. I feel it in my plums.
I was thinking the same thing. Feel it in my plums.
No, I don't got it. I rolled an 8.
You'll
because you don't have
disgrace
any
the
plums.
Devala name.
Me and
What
my
would
lack
Mother
of
think?
plums.
Charlotte would be so disappointed if she
Well,
saw that
I mean,
atrocious nature roll.
Listen, she's pretty disappointed in me already.
You're not wrong.
Oh my god.
What?
Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to stay here and take, if it's got like attack of opportunity, and take that.
Well, you know it doesn't because Amir just walked right through it.
Oh, fair enough. All right, well, reload is my second action, and then shoot it, because apparently my kukri does nothing. I'm just gonna go take a nap.
Did it always have the glass shattering sound for
Well,
natural ones?
It goes through
it
a
has a variety
cycle.
of sounds.
Oh
yeah.
man, the 12-year-old Heath heard that shattered glass and the Stone Cold Steve Austin song. Just
I want to use a hero point. What do I need to click to make that
So
happen?
you right click the result.
Do you have one?
I got one last go. All right, reroll using a hero point. Here we go. Ugh, 17.
That is still a miss.
As I said
so
before,
close.
I am gonna go take a nap. At least it wasn't a critical, so.
Well, it is the swarm's turn, and fortunately for you, you guys are not close enough for it to be able to get both of you guys. So it's going to move up and then do 2 bites on George.
Judge!
Great.
So
the
I-
only
so-
one that can actually do damage.
Yeah.
So I need 2 reflex saves, please.
I don't wanna. There we go. Sorry. 23 for George for the
All right,
first
that's
one.
pass on the first one, so you'll only take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And then I need another reflex save, please.
All right, here. This is gonna be the bad one. No, it's not, because it's a 24.
All right.
All right, so you save again and take
1 point of damage.
3 points.
He's
of
doing like
Shit.
modern hip hop dance with the violin and just like swerving it, you know?
All right, George, you're up. What you gonna do?
Yeah, so I mean, I seem to be the effective damage dealer on this thing. I think I'm gonna have to sacrifice Inspire Courage
Yeah.
to get away from it.
Yeah.
And so I will move away 20 feet to the
Right.
northeast.
Okay.
So it spreads it. It can't go for both of us.
Right.
And well, actually, I'd have to do 15 feet, so I can still hit it.
Right. Okay.
And I'll do again my
Another haunting him.
haunting him. Yes.
All right. Drop that in chat. I'm curious to see if it has. I didn't do this last time, but let's see.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we get a little animation there.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
All right. So then I have to roll a fortitude save here.
Yes.
All right. Here we go.
Fail.
I succeed. So, but you're still going to do some damage. And I'll take half of it.
Okay. 4, so it'd be 2. But I know
It'd
it
be
takes
2.
more damage than that.
Right. It's enough to disperse the swarm.
Oh, nice.
God.
Nice.
Let's go. And yeah, you hear the
Hell
Stone Cold
yeah.
Steve Austin song, but on the violin. The word-up, word-up, word-up.
Yeah, so that was a little hairy there.
Yeah.
But you did take it down, but you got one of your own down. You got the young lad.
All right. Let's take care of Slither the
Yep.
kid.
Okay, it's time to get up. Enough napping. And I can treat wounds now.
You can treat wounds separately.
So that's what I'm going to do. And it's going to work this time. Oh, baby, yeah. That's a 23.
Ooh.
Ooh, no, that's a 25, which is a critical success, which allows you
that
to
is a
roll an extra 2d8, which yields 23 points of
Oh,
health.
baby.
Hey, that
Nice.
puts me back all the way up top to the tippy top.
And I'm going to say, you went unconscious from this? Or just a little bit of bites? Come on now.
And he's just kind of like, as he's rising up, just kind of scratching his arms, like, "Dude, you don't think I could get sepsis or anything from this, do you?"
We'll check it later. That happens in the wild.
Don't worry about it. These things, they can't even deal with a little bit of music. They're nothing. All right. And he's saying that trying to cheer you up, but it's probably also low key being a dick.
Yeah.
Another thing I would like to just point out, and this probably happened many times as we go through this, but they've added immunity trackers for treat wounds and battle medicine, so we don't have to remember.
That is beautiful.
Wow.
That is
That's
beautiful.
so great.
Nice.
As long as you make sure you target the right person when you
Right.
when you do the check.
Well, can
Well, I just put it on there, right?
Oh, okay.
But I believe that you no longer are wounded one, which I've removed for you because of the treat wounds, and you're all the way healed. So you're back in business, as I say.
hell yeah.
So
Quick question. I'm
Sure.
sorry. Can he do treat wounds or on Jules? Is that a thing you can do?
He's certainly capable, yeah.
I'd like to do that instead of using my consumables if possible, because Jules is like down to 10 HP from 17.
Okay. Just say it in character.
Do better, all right?
No, the whole time you're like healing him, Jules is like kind of like twitching and like thinking there's still bugs on her, and
Right.
and she sort of calms down by the time you get him back up. Say, Amia, you think maybe you could patch me up a little bit, and also can you like check my back? I feel like there's something on my back. Please.
Oh, no doubt. I bet a couple little bugs got in there. Maybe a couple of little babies.
No.
Maybe we'll put Pookie back there and let him check.
You know what? Okay, fine. Put your blob on me to get the bugs. This is fine.
And I bring out
fine.
Pookie. Okay, Pookie, you have a very important job. Try to find the little roach babies. If you find them, you can eat them. Okay. You happy?
That's adorable.
I didn't hear
you
the
muted,
squelches.
No, I'm not muted, but
Okay. All right.
I just saw Adam's mouth
Zoom
just
just
go-
says no to the squelch. She's not allowing that.
It was like, we know nobody wants to hear
Like,
this.
this isn't a setting, this is a choice.
Yeah.
Okay. I think while maybe Jules has her back turned, having Pookie look over for the little roach babies, George is messing with her, and like he takes that little half piece of chalk he got and he's just breaking it into little pieces and flicking them at her back to make her more paranoid and think the roaches are messing with her.
oh, that's
Are they
great. That is some-
flying? Oh, God.
And I'm like, be
you know
still.
what?
Sorry.
That's gonna get the hour mark. We're a little early, but I like it so much. That's gonna get the hour mark. Hero point, Heath.
Oh, cool.
For playing into your sibling rivalry, and as such, we are going to draw our first co-inspiration for this game. So you know the drill. Go ahead and roll a d6 to determine whether or not we're going to do a personal or general, because I have some of both.
A 1.
A 1, you
A
say?
1. Yes.
All right, one moment, please. That is personal, so good job there.
Starting out strong. Let's go.
All right, for a general, you know, we actually have enough to even roll a die to pick one at random here.
Oh.
So let's get a d6 going.
What?
Dang.
6.
Okay. Oh, well, why not start with an Alex?
I knew it.
An Alex G co-inspiration.
I'm just so happy to be here.
You're gonna learn today, Dustin.
No, I love Alex inspirations.
Expressions.
All right, here we go. I'm just gonna do it. I was like trying to like read it, like
Hype
skim ahead
yourself
to make
up.
sure. Well, just make sure it wasn't
Prepare
horrible.
yourself.
But we're going in blind, guys. So, all right. Boop bop beep. By Aerodin's molding corpse, it's time for more fun facts with Alex. Cue cheering from the audience. Today's fun fact is about the mana waste. Locked between the undead nation of Geb and the uber magic nation of Nex sits the mana waste. Known for its mutated populace, green thunderstorms of wild magic, and guns, the mana waste are typically avoided due to issues with magic. You see, Geb and Nex warred with each other for a long time, and one time Geb, or was it Nex, cast a wish spell to fuck with Nex, and then Nex counterspells with a second wish spell, which Geb, not to be outdone, cast another wish to counteract the second wish, which was counteracted by another wish spell until the land between the two nations became truly and utterly fucked. Now, there are only pockets of the country where magic even functions. Everywhere else, casting a spell has a chance of either not working or turning into a totally different spell entirely. It is said that there was once this dude who casted Create Water and instead casted a fireball into a glass. They haven't had an Alkenstar School bake sale since. Thanks, Alex. That was informative and fun.
I thought
Yeah,
that
I
was
loved
about to be a twins origin story thing.
Yeah.
Very good, Alex. Less unhinged than I've seen in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, give him time.
Right, right.
Okay. Good deal. So that's a hero point for Heath.
Thank you.
Or George, or I guess Heath. So yeah, so now you got this crane. Let me just kind of remind you of your settings here. You've got the King Glass's Goblin Camp to the west. To the south is the entrance here, and there's a large crane also to the south of you that they said was broken, and only their Goblin Adventure friend, what's her name? Monzi could fix it. But you don't know where Monzi is, but also, you guys might be able to fix it too. And then there's this large oily pool to the right. Now, having a little bit more time to look at it, you see that it's not very deep, but walking through it might be weird. It's up to you, but it is not deep enough to where you'd have to swim through it,
Word.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a large steel box blocking any exit from the other side of this pond.
Before we attempt anything related to that, I think I interrupted everything with my chalk thing. Did Jules get healed?
Nope. You interrupted it too much and it failed.
Oh,
It's
no.
like, be still. No. Oh well. No, I failed with a 14 on my tree
Oh,
wounds.
man.
Wait,
Now,
is
you
that
guys
crafting?
are not. Yeah, that's what he uses.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right.
I would like to remind you that you guys are not in as much of a time crunch, so you could wait an hour to try again. It's not as big of a deal right now as it was in the bank where you were trying to get out and every minute counted. So that's up to you guys what you want to do. I just wanted to remind you of that.
I can't remember, but I mean, can I try, or is it only one person can do it?
Well, they're immune regardless.
Okay. Sorry.
But if you wait another hour, then that immunity goes
Yeah,
away.
I think so. Like, as we're kind of investigating the area and figuring out what to do, like, Amir's just like, wow, you are a lot more injured than I thought. We're gonna need to sit down and take a look at this.
Yeah, the bugs were the. Yeah.
Yeah, let's hope we don't encounter something that icky again.
Yeah, if we could take an hour,
Another
I don't
piece
want
of
to.
chalk gets you.
I might suggest, and I'm just trying to be really helpful here because I've spent a lot of time trying to learn the ins and outs of this system. I would suggest George maybe providing a guidance to Amir
Oh, yeah.
before he casts or before he attempts to treat wounds, just to
Smart.
give him a little boost there.
Absolutely not.
No, you don't have to.
I think
for
there
sure.
should be an aid as well, right?
Aid, yeah, it's a little bit more difficult as that's just a flat check, but you certainly can do that. Somebody, if they're trained in medicine. Well, in this case, they're gonna have to be trained in crafting because that's what you're using.
Well, that's just
Right.
me.
I know, but if they're aiding you,
I've got.
they have to aid in the same skill.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll
okay.
give you a guidance because it's also 1 hour. So by the end of this thing, you'll be guidanceable again.
Okay, I will attempt to treat wounds again.
Do you need an aid?
I would
If
love
you can
one.
do it, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Hell yeah.
I do not.
We're on a roll today. We're on a roll.
Yep. All right, here goes. It's going to be a critical. Here it comes. It's a success. Success.
And so how much did you heal for?
9 points of healing.
What? What?
And yeah, I guess you didn't cast the guidance, so you can just hold on to that. Because that was rolled without any guidance, so
Well, I mean, it would have been one higher either way.
yeah, but that wouldn't take it to a.
Yeah,
That
it
would
wouldn't
not
change.
take-
But if we're
yeah.
taking an hour anyways, it's a non-issue.
Well, we had to take an hour to get to
get
here,
to-
so so it would have been an issue, like
Yeah.
because then he'd be immune for another hour, because we had to wait an
Oh,
hour
okay.
for him to be able to do this.
But that worked, and I am back up to max. Thank you so much.
Perfect. All right. Well, you win some and you lose some. You know what? I think that's probably as good a place as any to call it for today. And so we'll see you.
Oh,
said.
okay then.
All right, coming back locked and loaded. 2 hero points next session. Let's go.
I'm gonna go pick up some raid.
Pick up some raid.